Okay channel, now this video is one that I've been excited to put out for a while. I have a new car. As you saw on the garage update vlog that I did the other day, I have a it's not brand new, it's 20 years old, Nissan Silvia S15. Now where did this car come from? I did a series with Red Bull called Drift Queen, which you need to watch, I'll put the links in below. And I took this car from stock, modified it to learn how to drift, and then I very kindly inherited it at the end of the series. Now what we're going to do today is I need some more seat time, because I'm not going to tell you I'm the best drift car driver in the world, because I'm not, I'm still learning. But along the way I'm going to let you know everything that we've got planned for this car, and you're going to watch me get up to no good.
So let's give you a little bit of a rundown on the Silvia. Now it's running an SR20 lump, so that's a 2 litre 4-cylinder turbo, and that's pushing somewhere near 300 brake horsepower. I've never had the car on a dyno, so I don't actually know for certain, but that's something I want to do in the new year. That's also got a front mount intercooler on it, a stainless steel exhaust system, and then during Drift Queen we fitted a car's 2-way diff, and that's got camber arms, tow arms fitted on the rear, and then some lovely teen coilovers. I then finished it off with 18-inch Rotiform KPS wheels. I really want to change the body kit, but I'm going to keep running it whilst I'm learning in the car and step it up when my skill level improves. There's no point smashing up a brand new kit on cones just yet. I'm also not keen on the rattle can paint job, or the fake carbon bonnet, so I can't wait to wrap the car in the new year. What colour do you reckon I should do it? Let me know in the comments below, because I've definitely got some ideas that I've been cooking up.
Okay, so when we did the Drift Queen series, the S15, I built it with Garage D, who are the masters of drift cars in the UK. And Julian very kindly helped me put the 2-way diff in it, the extra lock arms, also the suspension. And we kind of just built the car to a level where I was able to learn the basics, which is basically what I've been doing in here. So it's like a nice little bit of first gear, drifting donuts, that sort of thing. Super simple stuff. And then once you go on from the donut, you then want to get yourself into be able to do the figure of 8. Once you sort of manage to do that, like, you're kind of on your way to learning like the basic drift maneuvers essentially. This is really hard trying to do this whilst I'm talking to you guys. Ooh! But so much fun. Now, one of the reasons why that I have this is because I want to be a better driver. Now, I know this might look like I'm joyriding right now, but let me tell you, drifting, as much as whatever people want to say about it, teaches you how to control a car that is essentially becoming out of control. So for all we're having fun right now, as someone who has always wanted to be a multidiscipline driver, and someone that, say if we were in any car and it began to become out of control, that I would be able to collect it back up and safely be able to get back on the right path. Now drifting for me is really a true art form of getting that car to go sideways but controlling it. The more power that it gets, you're going to build the modifications to get better along with the car. So this car is never going to get overpowered for me, because I'm going to get my driving better and better as we increase the power with it. But you know how difficult it is to talk to you guys whilst I'm trying to do that? We're going to do one last donut because these people over here want to have a go. But second gear donut. Oh yes. And then I'm going to come off, because this guy over here wants to go. Woo! jumper because I tell you what, this is cold work, my friends. But basically what we were sort of talking about before I had to go in and sort my warmth situation out was just that the reason why I'm doing the drifting, not only is it because I love the sport, I think it's, you know, a real grassroots sport, which is, you know, what I grew up around. I grew up around drag racing. Like, we're at Santa Pod now, like literally the spiritual home of my youth and motorsport entirely. And I'm back here now, but I'm just learning a completely different discipline. And, you know, for all I did fully, you know, learn a lot during the Drift Queen series, you're always learning. That muscle memory for me right now is not there. And I just need to keep getting that all important seat time. And everyone tells me the same thing. They're just like, because I've got such big plans for the car, I want to build it, I want it to get better as I get better, but it's just all about practice all the time. And I'm always trying to sort of like, you know, get some more seat time, because that's like the main thing about doing this, is that you need to see. Just then I'm trying to do a second gear entry, and it's frustrating, guys. The thing is now is to take it to the next level. I could do a donut, I can do a figure of 8, it's no stress, but I just need to keep practicing and getting to be able to do like second gear, and then third gear, and then fourth gear, and then, yeah, hopefully we'll get to the big boy tracks. We're gonna have one more go because I know someone else wants to have a go. Okay, so the sun is starting to set. It is absolutely freezing. As everyone knows, Santa Pod has its entire own weather system here, i.e. absolutely barreling cold and windy. But what I have learnt today, again, is just seat time is so important, and I'm going to be using this car purely as a tool. Now for me, that's someone that's completely OCD about a car being clean. I've knocked the front bumper off, I've knocked the sill off a little bit by hitting a cone earlier, but at least, again, I'm feeling confident behind the wheel, and I'm starting to hit a point where I want to get to second and third gear and just really controlling the car at speed. I'm not using any hydro handbrake, I'm not using any of that, I'm just clutch kicking and just really getting that throttle input and steering input and starting to get that muscle memory that is so needed when it comes to drifting. I guess what I want to say is, even though I know this is a drift car, and I know this is not something that you guys know me for, I want to use this car as something that's going to make me a better driver and take you guys on that journey, because even if it's a high-powered McLaren or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or any of these cars that I test drive and review, to learn how to get a car to become back in control when it gets out of control is, I think, one of the best key skills you can have as someone who loves to drive. So yeah, really, drifting, although it is a load of fun and it's a bit of hooliganism, you get to burn some tyres, do a few skids, this is absolutely key to what I want to be, which is a multi-discipline driver. And yeah, I got big plans for this girl. Catch me again next time.